So we're in Lent, and there are 3 pillars of Lent. That's fasting, prayers, and almsgiving. This video is about almsgiving because I feel like almsgiving, at least for me, is sometimes the pillar of Lent that kind of suffers a bit. I know it's not optional, but I feel like a lot of us kind of treat it as if it's like an optional, additional extra, when it's actually very important. We need to be fasting, we need to be praying, we need to be giving alms, we need to be giving back to people, we need to be going about doing good because that's what Jesus did. I've been doing my best. I have been fasting, praying, I've been reading my Bible, praying my rosary, doing my best in these aspects. Even in giving, I've been trying my best to give, but the problem I'm encountering is that during this period of my life that happens to have fallen in Lent, I am broke, okay? There's no way to better put it. I am low on funds, okay? I've just moved to a new place and I don't have a 9 to 5. Things are just I'm not as affluent as I would like to be. And so because of that, I often feel like I'm not really able to give because the way things are, I'm kind of the person that needs to receive alms. Okay, it's not that dire. I know people are in more serious situations, obviously. I was having a discussion with Jesus, okay? I was talking to the Lord about this, and I was asking him, like, you know that I would give more if I had more. My prayer point is often bless me so I can be a blessing to others. If I had a lot, I would do a lot, but I'm still trying to get as much as I wish I had, I'm still in that transition period, so I want to do something. What can I do in the meantime? And the thought of the Holy Spirit dropped into my mind was time is money. And I was like, whoa, okay. People always say time is money. It's like a saying that we've all heard, time is money, time is money. If time is money, that means that time is just as valuable as money. When you have a mathematical equation, the equal sign means that the two things are balanced, like the two things equate to each other. Like in science, if this thing equals this, it means they are on the same level, they're the same, they're exact values, right? So if we always say time is money, that means time is the same as money. So if you don't have money, you can have time. We use our time to make money, meaning that time and money are as valuable as each other, right? So almsgiving can also be giving time. And I felt like that was God's answer to me. Like, I understand your situation, but it's not as if you're excused from giving because you're broke. You still have something to give. And what's that thing to give? My time. I can serve. I can lend a listening ear. Like when I'm talking to somebody, I can give them my full attention. I can help in regards of like doing a task for someone, taking something off their hands. Like those are things that can be helpful. I can serve. Those are things that I can do that is giving something, because if I am doing those things for someone, in a sense, it is taking something from me because that's time I could be spending elsewhere, especially as I am right now. Like oftentimes somebody calls me, check up on me, or wants to have a conversation, a chat, and I'm just like, I will call them later. Right now I'm busy. Okay, what am I busy doing? I'm busy trying to make money. All right, and so that giving that time to the person who needs it is like, it takes something from me, okay? Because it takes from me part of my productive hours, part of my productive, whatever. And even when, that's the same thing, even when you're giving money. When you're giving money, you're eating into your funds to give to somebody because perhaps they need it more, or perhaps it's a sacrifice, okay? And in that sacrifice is worship. The Catholic teaching of worship is that worship is sacrifice, okay? There's a sacrifice entailed in our worship. Jesus sacrificed himself for us because of love. Love also has sacrifice. And when we worship and love God, there's a sacrifice in it. I don't want to get lost in it, but what I'm trying to say is like Luke 9:23 to 24 says, anybody who wants to be a follower of mine must deny themselves, carry their cross and follow me. There's sacrifice in there, right? And if you follow God, it's because you love him. So therefore, there's sacrifice in love. And giving alms is an act of love, it's an act of charity. So there's a sacrifice. You are going to feel, you should feel a pinch when you're giving something, whether it's time, whether it's money. And because when you're giving time, you can feel that pinch. Therefore, giving your time to someone, it also counts as alms giving, because it's like the same as giving your money. So I actually said a lot just now, but then watching it back, I realized that the video stopped recording. So yeah, that happened. Envision the scenario whereby a really wealthy person is being asked for money, and they're just like, yeah, just take this and take this and go. Okay, you're disturbing me. Take this and don't bother me anymore. In that situation, they have given money, but is it still considered almsgiving? Because the intention behind that giving is, I don't want to have to deal with this person. Just take this small thing that I can spare and leave me alone, right? Compared to someone that doesn't have money and someone comes to them and they spend time with that person, make that person feel seen, have a conversation, let the person vent, give the person a hug or a smile, or just give them undivided attention. In those two situations, who is the person that has given more? I would say it's the person that gave their time. That goes to show us that almsgiving is more about the intention, the heart of it, because almsgiving is a thing of charity. We're supposed to practice charity during Lent, not just in Lent, but throughout our lives as Christians. We're supposed to be loving. We're supposed to love God and love our neighbor. And in loving God, we follow the commandments, which he said to the rich man, the two greatest ones are love of God and love of neighbor. So just dash somebody money so they don't harass you is not loving, whereas spending time with someone is loving, when you could be doing something else better with your time. And same thing, like giving somebody money when you have something better to do with your money. Both things are you giving out of love, and it's a sacrifice in that giving. Therefore, time and money can both be almsgiving, and if you don't have money, you can give your time. That's the point I'm trying to make in all this long talk, is to say that if you're broke, you don't have an excuse. You can still give, and you still should give, okay? Especially in Lent. I have a whole script that I have not been using, but I'm going to revert back to it. So in Acts chapter 10 verse 38, we're told that Jesus went about doing good. Jesus wasn't dashing out millions of naira or dashing out millions of dollars, okay? What was he doing? He was giving his time. He was giving his attention. He was giving his love. He sat with sinners and outcasts, people that feel like they're unloved, people that feel like they're unworthy. He sat with them. Not that he just sat with them and encouraged them to continue in those things, but he took the time to lovingly counsel them. And that's why also an act of mercy, spiritual act of mercy, is praying for sinners and also counseling sinners is a work of mercy, okay? And he also comforted the sick and the brokenhearted. Being with someone that's grieving, okay, taking that time out of your schedule to not only pray for and with them, but to be with them and hear them out. The brokenhearted can be your friend that is going through a breakup. Now she's brokenhearted. You being there for them is giving alms. You are taking your time to be with the person. Or in terms of somebody has lost somebody, or somebody has lost something. They've lost something that was very precious to them. It's broken. Not you just dismissing that and being like, you can get another one, or it's not that big of a deal. You actually hearing them out in their grief is you giving. It's an act of love because you're giving your time. And obviously the massive, amazing thing that Jesus did for us is give us his life, okay? That there's no price attached to that. If we don't have money, we can give, we can serve others, we can encourage them, we can pray for them, and we can basically just give from our heart and be present. Giving can also be words of affirmation. If we look at giving as an act of love, then we have 5 different love languages. We have physical touch, we have quality time, we have words of affirmation, we have gift giving, and we have acts of service. Those are the 5 different love languages. So gift giving, okay, you probably need money for that one, but then there are 4 others that you don't necessarily need money for. And that just goes to show that giving isn't always about money. If you have gotten to this point in the video and you've gone through all my ramblings and you really felt like this video has resonated with you, I just want you to comment down below, Jesus is love. Just comment, Jesus is love. Let's just have the comment section full of that. Jesus is love. And giving is love. Giving is how we serve him. Whatever you do for the least of your brethren, you do for Christ. Loving on people, thereby loving Christ. So if you did enjoy this video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel and click the link down below to buy me a coffee if you feel so inclined. I will see you in another video, maybe this one here. Bye.